Hi guys, good evening. You're welcome to another section of the AP's Beginners Forex Mastery class. This is week 2, and we're going to be taking our topic today. It's going to be a continuation of what we did yesterday. So yesterday we talked about um, the highs and lows, the celestial structure of trend change in the market, or of price action movement. Say price action moves bullish, and we give it skeletal structure for it, where it creates series of higher highs and higher lows. So talked about it, saying when it's when it's in a bearish trend, when it's trending downward, when it's tanking down, gives us a series of what lower highs and lower lows. And we give the skeletal structure of how it moves, how price moves. Then we talked about it when it's in a range. As we can see on the screen right now, market is in a range where market fluctuates between uh, the resistance and support without breaking out for a period of time. It's also called a period of consolidation of the market, and we can see the skeletal structure of how price moves from bullish to bearish and from bearish to bullish. And we said it can be traded, and there's a technique to it. So now today's topic, we want to have an insight of the flow of markets. You understand? We know the skeletal structure, but do we know how they are created? How do we know a high is a higher high, and how do we know a low is a lower low? You understand? We need to understand in the market. We need to know when there's a pullback, when there's a reversal. We want to understand when there's a change in trend, or when there's a continuation. That's why we're going to be studying the break of structure and the change of character today. And also we'll be adding up the multi-time frame structure logic. This will give us insights of how market shifts from the largest swing, high shifts from the higher time frame to the lower time frame, and vice versa, because market is what fractal, price is fractal in nature. So let's dive deep into this. So the first thing we're going to be doing, we're going to be what? Talking about the break of structure. Yeah. So we're going to be indicating the trend continuation, confirms which confirms the directional bias. Because now, anytime you see a change or a break of structure, what market is telling you is that it's the continuation phase. It's continuing the trend. It's on a trend to go up. It breaks structure to the upper side, keeps breaking. That's why it's creating higher highs, and also it's creating lower highs, keeps breaking structure. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be doing that now. So now let's get down into this. So I'm going to clone this, borrow this from yesterday's teachings, and okay. So now for a bullish trend, how do you know when market is giving us a break of structure here? You know, when price action comes from below, because for you to go higher, you must have come from below, right? From a what level of support? A market gives us a high. That's it. Now it gives us a what? Higher what? Higher low. And it comes above. Now let's stop it here. Okay, let's stop it here. Let's bring this closer. I'm gonna make this thick. All right, good. So this is what market has done. Now we know price was coming from a level of support, which was way below here. Support. Gold, increase this, yes, good, perfect, or even more perfect like this, yes. So price is coming from a what? Level of support. Hmm? And our price has broken out and given us a higher high right here. You're gonna note this as a what? HH, higher high. Okay. I'm gonna put this at the far end. Now market came below and gave us a what? Higher low. Yeah. Now we want to understand what happened. How did price do this? What made price do this? We are talking about, remember, our topic for today, breakout structure. Breakout structure, also known as what? BOS. All right. Breakout structure for what? The bullish trend. How do we know price has broken structure? And we said breakout structure is a continuation, what? Pattern for a price action. Now, where it breaks structure is whenever price comes from below and breaks a recent high and goes through it, it doesn't react on it and goes down, and it goes through it. This level here is seen as what? A resistance level. This level here, right here, let me use a highlighter too so you can have an insight. This highlighted area is seen as resistance. So the whole of this zone can be seen as what? Resistance. And let's put it in red so we know that it is resistance. Oh, I placed the test in red, sorry. Uh, let's put the trend line in red. It's seen as what? Resistance. Price should not go through it. But because we know we're in an uptrend and we're expecting price to go through this, whenever price goes through this, it is seen as what? A break of structure. So now we're going to write BOS on it. BOS, indicating that price has momentum to push forward and to keep going higher, breaking more structures in the future. So now, that's said and done. Put it here. Price has broken structure. Now, we can turn this green since price has broken resistance. Now, okay. Then this highlighted area, you can try and let's shrink it a bit so it's even more. All right. So price has broken structure now. Now, whenever price breaks structure, it always does like a pullback. It must always be a pullback. You see something like this. Something like this. Price will do like a pullback, at least to a discount level. Remember, whenever you're buying something, you always want to buy it at discount. Whenever you're selling, you want to sell at a premium level. You understand? It's just like the common say, buy low, sell high. You want to buy at a discount, you want to be given a discount. So you can take it at the best price, then expect it because it's respecting the trend and the breakout structure to push higher even more, breaking more structures. Yeah. So what you should be expecting is that at the discount level, let's assume 50%, just right here. Let's use our measuring tool. From that high to this high, we can see our 50% just below the breakout structure, right? We expect price to retrace there. Expect price to do something like this, right? Just below this, just below the discount level. It could be close here. So far, it does not break this. It could be anywhere. And we expect price to do what? Trade back up, whereby price is doing what? Price has done what now? Price has broken another structure. Remember, price came down. Now price has broken this structure again. Now price is now what? Bullish again. And we have what? A break of structure to the upside. This is what it looks like in a bullish scenario. And subsequently to keep going like till there's a trend change. And we're going to come to that. Now let's look for a bearish trend. For a bearish trend. Bearish trend. Yeah. Price is what? Coming from a level of resistance. Yeah. Change it back to black. I could just give it a try. Yes, I think that's way better. Okay, let's get the support to be green, which is way finer. And our breakout structures T. Let's keep them at black. All right. So now price is coming from a level of what? Resistance. Means price is what? Pushing downward. It's being resisted. Can't go through it. Creating what? Lower highs and what? Lower lows. Lower highs and what? Lower lows. Yeah? Just the same way we did it for the bullish breakout structure. It's the same thing for the bearish breakout structure. There's no difference. You see price breaking after every move. After every move, every pull, price does a pullback to the 50% zone and what? It breaks structure. Just here. Break structure, break structure. Now let's take this out. We can clearly see this. Price came down, gave us a what? I'm going to turn this black. Price gave us a what? Lower low. I'm going to extend this out a bit. This guy. Yeah. And price gave us a what? Lower high, just above here. Okay. Now, we understand that whenever price pushes and breaks below, it does what? It breaks structure to the downside. This is a kilo. This is a kilo. Whenever price breaks it, it breaks structure. So whenever price does this, it breaks structures what? To the downside. Price keeps going down. Subsequently, I'm shifting down. Price will break structure. So we can expect that in the future, this will come back up to a discount level and then push downward, thereby breaking structure again. All right, thereby continuing the trend. So that's it for the break of structure. So we're going to move into the change of character. We're going to move into the change of character. That's it for the break of structure. So now, what is it when we talk about change of character in the marketplace? Remember, this is what we're using as what as our objective for today, the topic, the break of structure and the change of character. Whenever we talk about the change of character, I think this is the on the multi-time frame structure. Okay, yeah, let's increase that then. Other than this. Okay. All right. CHoCH, also known as change of character. All right, good. So this is what we're talking about now. Now, for in a bullish trend, let's use this. In a bullish trend, in a bullish trend, when price wants to change character, but it's in a bullish trend and it wants to reverse, it always reverses towards a bearish trend. In a bullish trend to a bearish trend. Yes. A bullish trend to a bearish trend. Now, we have price moving what? Creating series of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher lows, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Yeah? Now let me make it simple. Just make one big price swing. Yes. This, this, this. I guess this is simpler to understand. Now we know this is an uptrend, right? Because price has been doing what? Creating what? Higher highs, higher lows. Take this back. Higher highs. I want to reduce this. Higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Now, price has created a high here. And we know that we should be expecting a pullback to at least 50%. But price should respect this zone. Let me put this in red. This low that has been created here, price should respect it, right? This is a level of what? Resistance. It's a strong low. But whenever character wants to change in the market has been in a bullish run for a very long time. We often see that whenever price does this, comes here, instead of it taking the 50%, 60%, 70% discount level, price often sometimes run through that level and disrespects the low, the higher low that was created here. Now we have a low that is what? Lower than this. Price has then what done a change of character. Because now this is now a new low that is lower than this low. So now let me not get us confused here. So price was coming what? Upward. Yeah. Price was bullish. Then price got here. Then price got here. And since price got here, price decided to run through this low. And since price has run through this low, it has respected it. Now we can't expect price to run back to be in a bullish trend. It has moved from a bullish trend towards a bearish trend because it has created a lower low, a low that is lower than this, giving us a much lower low. Let me take this up. And now we're in a bearish trend. So what you should be expecting is price should come back to at least a premium level, and then price should continue to what? Sell back down. So this is what we're expecting from bullish to bearish. I'm going to take this out so we have a clean chart. This is what we're expecting. Price will come here, take out this low, and then rally back to a premium level and push downwards, creating series of what? Lower highs and lower lows. In a simple term, it's just one price swing like this, and like this. So right here, this low, this zone, this higher low, the last higher low to be broken is where you will mark out as your what? Where price changed character. Gonna write CHoCH, change of character. This is where price changed character to the downside. And now price has moved from buy side buy side, bullish. 2, sell side, bearish. Now, let's mark out four. Okay, I see a question. Lower low and lower high. Okay. I don't understand your question exactly. You sent this 8:23. I'm just seeing it. So please, could you specify? So now, this is what it is. Let's move to in a bullish trend, in a bearish trend to a bullish trend. I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to clone this. All right. I'm going to the bearish trend, the bullish trend. Oh, okay. All right. You're completing the question. All right. The sentence. Okay, that's fair. Thank you for following. I appreciate. All right. So, in a bearish trend now, we know price is moving for from a level of what resistance, and we know price is falling already. Uh, let's use our part two. Price is creating a series of what? Lower highs and lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. It gets to a point where price has gotten to a level that is considered to the market participant as oversold. Then price, the buyers get into the market. Now they want to push price higher, but they can't continue to give that print, that sell print, that short print, and that bearish print of lower highs and lower lows. What they come to do in the market, they come to put a high that is higher than the previous lower high in the market. All right, we have limited time, so I'm just going to try and round it up. So what they do is they push the price higher, get into the market, take out the most recent lower high by setting their own new high, then come back into the level of what? A level of discount, and then push higher. Now we're going to get into the topic discount and premium prices. So we can have better understanding on how to take advantage of assets in the forex space and how to invest our money in buying and selling of an asset in the forex space. So now, this high that was recently taken out, let me use the highlighted tool. You know, price was creating was lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then lower low. Now, price broke out, took this high out by creating what this high, but by not following this same print, this bearish print, and now price has what disrespected this high. Now this high, this level is now called a what? A change of character. So we're gonna do this. CHoCH. A change of character. Now price has moved from bearish, price has moved bullish. See? So that is how it is. As simple as that. Now, this starts to create a new print for higher highs, higher lows, pushing price to the upside. So this is what we mean by change of character. In simple terms, this is basically what we mean by change of character. In simple terms, let me show you. Price has a swing in a bearish scenario, then a swing higher. The buyers come in and take out all these lows. Now we have a change of character to the upside. All right. And you can see that a pattern has been formed, the W pattern, right? Now we can see this too. Price is creating series of highs, then price comes to disrespect the most recent low. What has price done? Has created change of character. So now I don't think we would have enough time to get into our our third note, the multi-time frame structure logic, but I think that's a note I'm going to add. I'm going to add up for tomorrow's class. Oh, sorry, Thursday's class. Yeah, tomorrow's day off. And now let's move into the chart so we can have a better understanding of this. We have 6 minutes left. So let's use at least 3 minutes to get insight of what happened in the actual Forex space. Then we can now ask our questions. If you have questions, just start loading them up. I'm going to get into a daily time frame, yes, to tell us so we can see something. All right. Uh, trying to see. Yes, this is a beautiful spot. Can we see this? This is a bullish trend right here. As we can see, now I need to find us something on a smaller time frame. It's out so we don't get too confused. I want to find us something on a smaller time frame. Yes, now this is a much more longer bullish trend. Now you can see price starting from this zone, a level of what? A level of what? Support. I'm going to try to be as fast as possible because of our time. Level of support. Price came here and pushed higher than this high, thereby breaking structure. Can we see this? This is the high that was created. Let me use our highlighter. This is the high that was created. Yeah. This is a low. This is too much. Let me use this one. Yes, 20, 32. Yeah, 32 is fair. All right. So that was a high that was created. See it. You can call it a high. So this is low, high, low. Market pushed out, thereby changing our character. Yeah. So in the future, we're expecting price to fall back to this place. In the future, we're expecting price to come back to this zone. Then price rallies up. What? This is a straight swing. Okay. But I just want to show you guys something. Just want to give you insight. Price starts to create what? Higher highs and higher lows. Uh-huh. This is a high. This is a low. This high, that was this swing that was created is not higher than this one. Price came here, retraced. Now this one is higher than this one. This is our high. This is our what? Break of structure. Right here. I think I'll use blank. Trying to rush and I don't want to make mistakes. But this is just like, then this is what? From this high to this place is what? A higher high. Can you see? Because this high, yeah, is higher than this one. Look at it. Can you see that? Yeah. So now we put in a high that is higher than this up here, which is what? A break of structure. Now, a break of structure, market has broken. Market has come to a level of what? Discount. And is looking to push higher than this high. And now we can see that the market rallied higher and has done a what? Break of structure on this point, and whereby price has pushed higher. So now, where's our new high? Where's our new low? Market pushed upward here. Where's our new low? Market rallied. This high is not in hand. Market set a low here. The market is set to go higher. And that's it in a bearish in a bullish run. That's what it looks like in a bullish run. There are a lot of them. Same thing here. This is a bearish run. You can see market creating a what? Lower high, lower low, lower high, a low. This is no. This is not lower than this one. This one is lower than this one. You can put a trend line there to mark out. So you see a break of structure. Whenever I see a break of structure, you spot out the most recent price pullback. Thereby, this is creating a low, and this is now our new lower high. And market has broken structure again from this low. Um, we have 1 minute. That's why I'm trying to rush. Ah, goodness. All right, and now market has broken lower. You get so what you'll be expecting from this trade in the future, because now this is the most recent price action, can be traded up to this point by tomorrow. If you want to monitor this trade, you can take it tomorrow. There's a fair value gap here. You should be expecting price to do a pullback later on by tomorrow. Price will run up here, get to a level of what? Discount, a level of a premium level, yeah, because we're in a downtrend now, and what? Push lower. So guys, this is 1 minute to the end of this class, and we've been able to cover at least two topics from this. Been able to confirm our directional bias, been able to signal potential trend reversals, the caution, the HH, HL, the new lower low, change of character, all of this that we need to be able to um, understand the skeletal structure of price movement or price action in the market. So please, if you have a question, just throw to me on our WhatsApp platform because this class is going to end very soon. I don't want to end it on my own terms. So I'll see you guys in the WhatsApp group in the next 2 minutes. Thank you for coming up for this class. I really appreciate you. The video is going to be uploaded. So if you want to go and watch to have an understanding, please do. Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe to this particular topic. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys for coming up. We have two people here, Nene and Grace. I really appreciate you.